There are so many automotive myths or common beliefs or something your buddy told you as fact about your car, but much of it is total BS or rubbish. But what of it is really the truth? I'm sure a few come to your mind immediately. Let's correct the record, and then you can share it with your friends and your family and give them car smarts, and you can also say, I told you so. Before we jump down this rabbit hole, I want to remind you to subscribe and click that little bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. We give you more than car reviews and first looks of new vehicles. We give you car smarts. You can support us by buying us a cup of coffee. The link is down below. Let's get started with the one you hear the most. You should change your oil every 3,000 miles. That is an old myth. Your owner's manual will always advise you on the proper oil change intervals. Usually it's 5,000 miles, and I've seen as high as 10,000 miles if you use full synthetic, although I prefer like that 7,500 mile window. Never use regular conventional oil if your engine requires full synthetic, and changing your oil is one of the easier maintenance tips that will extend the life of your car. The trick is remembering to change it, and the proper oil changes for your specific make and model come from the manufacturer. I highly recommend full synthetic oil for less engine wear, better lubrication, less pollution, and better fuel economy, longer intervals between oil changes. Never use premium gas. It's a total waste of money. Some say never to buy premium gas, claiming you may notice a slight improvement in performance or fuel economy, but not enough to warrant the extra cost. However, some cars require premium fuel, so be careful to follow the instructions on your vehicle's owner's manual. Then it's worth it for the extra dollars. And don't be fooled into spending too much at the gas pump if you don't really need to. For the most of us, regular old gasoline will do just fine, but also beware not to use E85 unless you have a flex fuel vehicle. If not, you could damage your motor. And the owner's manual may also state not to use higher ethanol blends such as E15, E20 or higher, which we've discussed in previous segments. It could void your engine's warranty. Don't take that risk. Red cars are more likely to be pulled over than any other color. While red cars may look cool and sporty, there is a common misconception that if you drive a red car, you are more likely to get pulled over by the cops. While drivers of certain makes and colors of cars are more likely to be pulled over by the police officers, red cars actually came in second on a recent study behind white cars and just behind silver and black vehicles. So when it comes to makes of cars which are more likely to be pulled over, the Mercedes-Benz SL was the top of the pullover list, with drivers getting a 400% more likely to get a ticket. I guess the lesson from this study is have a good lawyer on hand and buy a radar detector. You should warm up your vehicle for a long time before driving it. Well, warming up your car for today's technology and new cars is a total myth. However, that doesn't mean start the car, slam on the gas, and start driving away like a maniac. Newer engines need less warm-up time than older cars, and you need to warm up the engine for a minute before you start driving. In severe cold weather, I'd suggest a minute longer or two to lubricate the motor. The best way to get your engine warm up is to actually start the vehicle and start driving it. Idling the car in the driveway will make very little difference and will only end up wasting both time and gasoline at 0 miles to the gallon. Indeed, the only reason to start your car running before you start driving it is to help clear the front and rear windshields of ice and snow, or to give your heating system a chance to warm up. So the old myth is totally wrong. New car dealers are out to screw every customer. Well, customer satisfaction and word of mouth is a large component in dealer profitability. The car companies recognize that a consumer's intent to purchase the next new car from that same brand was impacted by how the dealer treated them. That's both in the purchase of the car as well as any services that were done or performed at that dealership. The car companies have incentivized dealers by offering piles of money, and I mean big piles of money, for dealers who have achieved high customer satisfaction scores. That's why the dealer's always telling you that if someone should call, always rate the dealer a 10, or if conceivable, that dealer could make more money by getting a 10. Well, that is true, but they want to make sure you're happy, and dealers want happy customers. The penny test. If you want to check how worn your tires are, you can use a penny. That's true. Some people use a quarter, but either coin will work. Take the coin and place it in the tread or the sipes, which are the valleys in between the tire. And if you can see the top of Lincoln or Washington's hairdo, you need new tires. If you see the top of Abe's head, well, that's 2/30 seconds because tire tread is measured in 30 seconds of an inch. And 2/30 seconds is the legal minimum for tire wear and could impact your safety. By the way, a quarter with the face of George Washington is 4/30 seconds. It is a much better gauge of when you should start shopping for tires. A tire with 2/30 seconds is much more likely to hydroplane, so the quarter test is no myth. You can wash your car with dishwashing detergent. No, no, and no. Never use dish detergent because it strips the wax off the car's finish and causes serious damage to the paint. Purchase your car wash soap and protect your paint job and the investment in your vehicle. And if you don't pay a few extra bucks now, you'll be looking for a new paint job later, which is going to cost you way more than car soap. Now, while you're buying car wash, learn to wax your own vehicle, and you can burn up to 200 calories an hour and make your ride look great too. It's okay if you believe these myths in the past. We all believe what we hear without doing a lot of research for ourselves. Sometimes it comes from false information from a friend, but many times we've simply grown up with believing these things are true. Now that we set the record straight, share the knowledge and give others car smarts too. There is so much more to discuss, and I'm sure you have your own myths. Put that down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you'd like to support us, you can buy us a cup of coffee. The link for that is in the description, plus the website, podcast, book, and our social media. I'm Lauren Fix. Thank you so much for watching.